Hello. I've decided to make a little tutorial video about my piece, the Spring in Vancouver, since a number of my students are playing it right now, and we run into a few challenges for everybody, so maybe this will help all my students and maybe a few more. So it starts off, one of the things I really regret is writing this in 2/4. I should have really written it in 4/8. So when you're counting some of these bars, it's nice to count them in 4. So you think of the tempo as being 1, 2, 3, 4. So far that part's not that difficult. Now you're coming back into a spot where you have to get very precise placings. You're on the same notes, same fingers, everything's the same, but you're going in opposite directions. This little turnaround here. So I have to get my students often to practice this and not get gummed up in here. So don't turn your wrist, keep everything absolutely steady. And you'll notice my fingers are going down and falling back out like this. Okay, so you'll have to probably practice that is bar 7. And this little part at the beginning of that line, just practice it like that. Also, my right hand is not going back, it's not wobbling in any way, the wrist is stable. Okay, so that's that line. Now, so you've come from here, that's the last bit we did, and the counting is what throws some people off. So they've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here, I'm using my left hand second finger to get the first D of all those triplets. So it's 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. And then I come down and just go, oopsie, on my right hand. So it's right hand. And I'm taking this one with my left hand thumb. So I go, as you can see, it's just the next note up. So, oh, sorry. Two, 3, 4. So again, the counting. So when you get to that note on bar 12, a lot of people miscount it. So it's 4 beats if you think of the 4 eighth note beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's a little trick for memory. Just look for the colored strings. Right in here, there's a colored string in each one of these things. It's either red or blue. 1, 2. So that's 2 beats long, remember. So you've got this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So what's happening here? Just think about that the bottom note of this one is now going to be the top note of the next bar. So that's how you remember this. So you have this, and then you're going to the same note, but it's the top note. Hop off, do it again. Now your top note stays the same, so you leave your thumb where it is. Okay, so that's just a memory aid. So I'm going to play that line, that's bar 16, that line there. So you have this. Here's the next challenge. So this is the next page, and you have this. So just when you're doing this thumb slide, grab an entire chord, pretend it's an E flat major actually, then you slide your thumb and you're all set to go for the next thing. And these are just parallel. Then you do the same thing again, same notes. So it's. And here's the next challenge. So you're coming up from here. So you're going to grab, pretend like it looks like you're going to shoot somebody. You've got your thumb on the E here, you've got your C placed with your second finger, and you just bring that up until you're there, and then you just come off. Now we're here. And you'll notice you're coming back to the same string. And then down here, you're in harmony. So you've got a G down here, B flat here, but they're the same cookie cutter. This is going to sound really familiar because it's the same kind of thing as what happened before, but just slightly altered to just give it a bit of difference. So before, when we were doing, we had just chords. This is bar 17. And now in bar 27, it's doing this. And here's another one of these, but now you can't reach it all the way. You have to just wait for it and then get your thumb on when it gets to the E. So you're going to get your E on as soon as you can. So you have this little skippy thing coming off, and then we just have a scale down here, and then we have a cadence here. We've got E flat major, B flat major, which is the 5, and we're back to E flat major. So that's a 1, 6, 4, 5, 1. Now, you'll notice I've got an E flat here, I've got an E flat here. So both thumbs are going to go to E flats. Now, this little section here, it's in triplets. So you want to bring out the triplets. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means that you're going to have your right hand on the beat, then your left hand on the beat, then your right hand on the beat, and your left hand on the beat. So 1, 2. And then you just start here. You've got an E flat chord in here, and you start with the B here, and it's just a scale. So just go on autopilot down here, just do a scale and don't think about it. And you're just going to be going back and forth again until you stop. And that's it. One thing I can also mention is when you get to 32 and 33, the pattern is you start off with 3 in a row that are exactly the same cookie cutter. Then you move your thumb up 1 and you just leave these 2 where they are. Then you just skip those 2 up 2 notes and you keep going with the same 2 notes at the bottom. Just the thumb moves and then you can play your 7th. So that's how you remember. It's 3 of these and then 1 of those and then 2 where you just leave these 2 where they are. So. And then this little. So I hope that answers any questions my students have, and if you had any, I hope it answered yours too.